Hey guys, welcome to another video in our channel, and today we're gonna learn how to create credentials for n8n using Docker or AWS or another tool that you use to hosting your workflows. Okay, so in this case I'm gonna be using my local host, which is in Docker, right? And I'm gonna teach you how to create your credentials using for instance Google Sheets, Gmail, and Google Drive. If you are using this in your n8n official cloud, it's a little bit easier, but you are going to see that for using these nodes inside your n8n localhost cloud, it's pretty easy as well. So before we continue, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the like button in our channel. So let's go. I'm gonna be open here. I'm gonna open a new workflow. And guys, like I mentioned, this case, what we're gonna learn here, you can use for AWS, for Hostinger, or Docker. Doesn't matter. It's another way to create credentials if you are hosting in any place besides the n8n official cloud. Okay. So for instance, I'm gonna be starting with Google Drive. So I'm gonna use here at first step Google Drive, and I'm gonna use, for instance, any action here. In this case, I'm gonna be looking for share file. You can see that I already have a credential, and I'm gonna be creating a new one in this case. So I'm gonna hit create new credential, and you can see that for this, it's requested client ID and client secrets. Those things are not requested if you are using the official n8n cloud. So that's why we are recording this video for you. Okay, so after you open this node, this node or any other node, can be Google Sheets node or Gmail nodes, out of the G Suite, you can click in read your docs, and it's gonna open this page here. But the most important thing is this one here. So you should have a Google account. This is a requisite, like he's mentioned here. So you're gonna create a Google Cloud account here. If you don't have, you can just use your Gmail account and subscribe. You have around, if I'm not wrong, it's around 90 days that you can use for free everything related in Google Cloud for this case. So after you subscribe to your Google Cloud, you're gonna have this option to use the Google console. So you should click here, and it's gonna open this new page, and you can see that I have here the option to select a project. Those are projects that I already created in my Google Cloud account. But if you are new, if you just created this account, you're probably not gonna have anything here, or probably sometimes you're gonna have this my first project. All right, and now for this case, we're gonna create a new project. You have to name it, this project. So I'm gonna call here project YouTube. You have to choose some billing accounts, but like I mentioned, you can use for 90 days for free these things that I'm showing you, these applications, these actions that I'm showing this video. Okay, so I'm gonna hit create. You can see that my project YouTube, this case it's missing the B, is being created, and you have to select this project. Okay, if you are in another project, you have to change in that specific project. You have to repeat the steps that I'm gonna be showing you starting from here. Okay, so the first thing, guys, after you select your project, you're gonna go to hovering around your mouse here on APIs and services, and click in enable APIs and services. You have to enable everything that you're gonna be using in this workflow. For instance, I want to show the Google Drive node, the Gmail node, and the Google Sheets node. So I have to add those three applications here. Okay, you can see here that I have this option enable APIs and services. So I'm gonna hit here, and I'm gonna be typing what are the applications that I want. Like I mentioned, those three, like I just mentioned for you, those three applications. So first thing, I'm gonna look for Drive. Let's see if he can find. Look, is this one, Google Drive API. Okay, so I just need to click this and hit enable. Okay, you have to repeat the same process for Google Sheets and Gmail, which I'm gonna be doing right now. So it's loading. Awesome. You can see that it's changed here, the layout, and I can disable this API. It's not gonna be the case, but you have this option. So going back to the APIs and service page, I'm gonna be looking for Google Sheets now. So Google Sheets. The same thing that I did with Google Drive, I'm gonna enable this. Great. Okay. The next one, like I mentioned, is Gmail, right? So I'm gonna be, it's here. I'm gonna be looking for Gmail API in this case. Great. Enable once more. So guys, let's say that you want to create a credential for 10 applications, 10 different applications. You have to do this for those 10 applications, okay? And now we have to create an app. You can do this going here on OAuth Consent Screen. You're gonna hit here. And you're gonna be able to create an application. In this case, I don't have anything in this project, and I can hit get started. You have to give like a name for your application, so I'm just gonna call application n8n. I'm gonna use this account here, and in this case, guys, I'm gonna be using external audience here. You can take a look more, you can take a closer look later, but here he has mentioned that available to any test user with a Google account. So if you are using this options external, you need to add the email that you're going to be using to access n8n, okay? So I'm going to be using next. The contact information, I'm going to be using the same email to make it easier. I'm going to hit next and continue. Okay. The application is created, but like I mentioned, if I use the external option there, I have to add the test user, and you can do that in audience here. And like this, look, you have this in a test mode, so it's not published yet, it's not like available for everyone. And like I mentioned, the user type is external, and if you use external, you have to add a test user. So I'm gonna click to add user. I'm gonna be using my same email account. I'm gonna hit save, and with that, this Gmail account can be able to enter the n8n and create the credential using the client ID and client secret that we're gonna create right now, that we're gonna discover right now. Okay, so if you go to clients here, and you are able to create a client like I was just telling you about. So you're gonna create this client, and with that we're gonna have those two information. Let me just go back here so you can understand more. Client ID and client secret. You need those informations to create your credential of Google Drive, Gmail, or Google Sheets. In this case, in n8n, if you are hosting locally using Docker, for instance. So going back here to the Google Cloud Console, I'm gonna use web application because it's a web application. Name, you can use any name. I'm gonna use here YouTube video, for instance. So this is the name that will show up in the n8n soon. You're gonna see there. And here, guys, is the most important thing in this case. When you have this option here of authorize redirect URL, you need to click in add URL. And from n8n, you're gonna bring this information here. Look, exactly this thing here. So you're gonna click to copy, go back to Google Cloud Console sites, and paste this here. This is mandatory if you want to do this connection, if you want to create your credential. So I'm gonna use create. You can see that I have a client ID and a client secret now. So I'm just gonna copy those, go back to n8n and paste. I think first client ID, let me just copy here. I'm gonna paste this and going to copy client secret and paste here. So I'm just gonna change the name of this credential, Google YouTube. okay? After I insert the client ID and the client secret, I need to sign in with Google, and I'm gonna be able to use that test user that I inserted a while ago. So I'm gonna be using this email, and he mentioned that this app wasn't verified yet, but I'm gonna hit continue because I was the one that created the app, right? So I'm gonna select all of the things that he requested here, and great, look, the account was connected. So right now, if I look for file here, any file in my Google Drive, you can see that I have all of those files in my Google Drive, okay? And this can be the same thing if you are using, let me just insert something here, just choose one, okay? And it can be the same thing if I use Gmail. So I'm gonna be using Gmail, like for instance, send a message. You can see that I have another account, another credential. I'm gonna copy here the client ID and the client secret as well. So I'm gonna copy here, paste here, and the same thing here. So I'm gonna use the sign in with Google. Once again, the same thing, guys. You have to hit continue again, select all once more, and hit continue. You can see that it's green, okay? So this is the process. This is red because I have to choose something here. So I'm just gonna put something here, subject, okay. So guys, this is the same process for Google Sheets. It's missing the message, sorry, message, okay. And the red will disappear. This is the same process for Google Drive, for Gmail, and the Google Sheets, because those three we just inserted in the Google Console account, okay? So this was a really quick video. I just wanted to show you how to create this credential if you are hosting this n8n on Docker. And if you want to continue learn more about automations using Gmail or Google Sheets, please check one of those videos in the screen. Thank you very much, and I hope I can see you soon. Bye.